Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Warthunder Air Forces. Now, I know I normally play tanks, and that is my spiel, sort of, because I am a tank guy. I'm a tanky, tankist. But I do enjoy some bombers. I do enjoy planes, and so today I'll be taking out for you the beginning of the British line of low-tier air fighters. Mostly these two bombers, the V-156B1, who's a dive bomber and a naval bomber, and the Swordfish Mark I. I enjoy playing the Swordfish because it's one of the few bombers with a machine gun in it, even though it's in the funniest place I've ever seen. It's right there. That, if you look, that's the machine gun. So it's fired by this gunner behind the pilot. He reaches like into the pilot's pocket to fire this 7.7mm Vickers machine gun. And of course, as it is, it fires offset to this side. It is so weird, and I love it. And this plane's adorable, by the way. This is one of the cutest biplanes I've ever seen. The Nimrod Mark I, the Fury Mark I, which are basically the same plane in my opinion. This is brand new. I just got this like 3 minutes ago. I've been playing a little bit. And then the Swordfish. So, we're going to be playing out the Nimrod, Fury, the Swordfish, and then the V. Hopefully, these two die quickly, which is my intention. So, we're going to play 2 rounds. Let me just check if my audio is working. Are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. It's got audio, but sorry. I just wanted to check, because I can't hear myself all that well. But in any case, we'll jump into air. A little bit of air war. Now, as a lot of you guys who play this game will know, air combat consists mainly of going into battle rather than being in battle. So if you want to see me jump in, get my early reaction, and then skip to actual combat, I give you my free reign to do so. In fact, I recommend it, as with these slower bombers and these slower type aircraft, I will be spending more time getting to battle than actually being in battle. But I have full intentions of getting new bombs for these and getting new crew skills soon. Very soon. As soon as we get into a game, which is apparently taking longer than expected. I'm playing low tier just because I just started this, my grind of the British skill tree. At least for planes. And we're on Western Europe, light vehicles, ground strike, destroy ground forces. Let's take out the Nimrod. We're using universal, rather than tracer, stealth, or default. Actually, what's geared for armor penetration? No, I want default. Yeah, default gives me tracer, adjustment incendiary bullet, omni-purpose bullet, armor piercing bullet, and then an incendiary. Excuse me, let me turn my volume down. Alright, so the good thing about this is we can see our opponent. So we're going to rise up with this BF-109 here. He's going to be our wingman for the moment. We're going to pick a high target, maybe a bomber, maybe a fighter, and then we're going to dive down on top of them. And one of these things that the British do really well is nothing. These early fighters are awful. I actually hate these. Like, they don't turn well, they don't maneuver well, they're fast, they're very, very fast, but they don't turn well, they don't maneuver well, they're rather sluggish. And their guns are just a travesty. Like, you can fire everything that you have for as long as you possibly can, and you won't damage anything, because you only have 2 of them. And they fire that slowly. So it's a slow-firing pair of guns without a lot of damage. We're going to kind of lob some shots off at this guy. He's probably 1,000 meters away, so let's aim up here. I don't really... yeah, I don't care who's shooting me right now. Ugh. Alright, we're currently a skeleton of an aircraft. Let's put some bullets downrange anyway. I always like to watch myself hurtling to earth so I can remember all my failures in life. Alright, enough of that crap. Like I said, it's low tier gameplay. Sometimes you die instantly, sometimes you go on a unmitigated streak for several minutes. But that thing died quickly, which is great, and we still have plenty of game left. So we're going to go in deeper on one of these fighters here. The one thing that these British things can do is take a lot of damage, actually. Other than the wings, the superstructure can sustain a impressive amount of damage from normal bullets. Not from cannons, but from normal bullets. I think this P-26 or the F-2A. No, the F-2A is turning away from us, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna take that F-2A. We're gonna take his challenge on, or we're gonna dive here. All right. So we're gonna spin into position and start letting loose. Oh, we got a hit. These MGs aren't the best, but they do something at least. All right, we're underneath. Where'd he go? Oh no. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Alright. Turning into him. He's climbing. He's heading on. There we go. We both killed each other. That's good enough for me. Did I kill his crew or did I break his engine? I do not care. We're going with the Swordfish Mark 1. Also known as the Catfish Mark 1. There's plenty of ground targets to strike over there. Now, the Swordfish is built, it's not built like a dive bomber, because if you look at my aiming reticle, I can't fire bombs right now accurately, but like if I was in a dive bomber, that would be the correct way to fire bombs. So it's almost built like a heavy bomber, because you can only fire bombs when you're basically parallel to the ground, which is not good. Considering that this thing only has 250 kilogram bombs, as you see there. It's not a lot of firepower, especially at this height, and with the inaccuracy of bombs at this tier, I'm going to have to work to get kills. But I have no problem using this as a dive bomber, because I'm insane. We're probably going to release one or two at this range-ish, because we can see our reticle, as you can see down below me. We can see our reticle, so we're gonna get over these guys. Hopefully not get taken up with this F-2A. Are you following me? You going for me? You're going for me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you didn't expect the bomber to have frontal armament, did you? Well, good for you. It's not much armament. Please. I don't want to die before letting off the bombs. You gotta let the bombs off. That's just kind of necessary. Alright. Drop it too. Drop, and we're going to rise. Just to gain some airspeed and then flip ourselves over. I don't know where he is. He's probably... Yep, there he is. Right behind us. Right on the tail. We have a tail gunner, but he's a 770... Oh, whoa! Okay, that was close. Machine gun. Pull, pull, pull. Yeah, these things can rise and dive really well, so you can pull off some fancy tricks, but you can't do a ton of maneuvering. Come on, 7.7 millimeter. There we go. No! No, he's one bullet from death. One tiny bullet from death. Crap. We could have probably killed him if he had armored target, but we have 200-pound bombs and a 500-pound bomb. In this plane, if you look at the bottom here, that's a big bomb for this tier, the 500-pounder. The 100-pounders are pretty average, but that 500-pounder, I'm interested to see what we can kill. Probably 2 or 3 tanks. So let's look at how our dive bombing... Yeah, that's a dive bomb reticle right there. I love that, okay? This has become one of my new favorites, because not even the German dive bombers can do that. Not even the German dive bombers can be 90 degrees to the ground and no difference in the aiming reticle, which is just peachy, and I love it. So we're gonna get as close to the ground as we possibly can, release these bombs at minimum height. We're over our targets. We're gonna be over our target when we do it, so we're gonna drop about now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, this is what I wanted from a dive bomber. Even farther. I want to go even deeper. Get your mind out of the gutter. There we go. There we go. Bombs away. 3 bombs dropped, 3 targets destroyed. So we're going to stay low. Uh-oh. We got something on our tail. Oh, man. This thing turns like a dream. Are Would you look at that? And we have decent guns, 4 of them. Oh crap, we can't dive that well. Oh no, not in combat. Please, nobody get on my tail. This gunner behind me has not been trained at all, yeah. Okay, expected that. But that is incredible. I want to use that as a dive bomber. So, is this me? Is this my corpse? Yeah, this is me without a pilot, just slowly sinking to the ground. Come on. Hit a tree? Hit a tree. Wow. Okay, well, turns out British superstructures can survive collision with the ground. Now it's a mobile bunker. Yeah, now it's a bunker in British terms. So this looks like the same plane that we were just in. At least bomb load wise. Yeah, this is pretty much the same plane. So, you know what, let's take a look and see if we can't learn what we did wrong or what we did right. Let's see where he drops, actually. I want to see what... Oh, man. He's dropping at, like, 500 meters, about. But he's basically doing the same thing as us. He's just dropping earlier. So, okay. He doesn't rise immediately, either, so I guess he's just lucky. Which is, unfortunate, because that means we went first. The chat is, being very kind. Someone's salty. We're not going to win this, but we're going to take a couple of looks around and see what we can find. I hope I got new bombs for the Swordfish can get a torpedo, by the way, which is a 1,000-kilogram torpedo. Or maybe it's, yeah, I think it's a 1,000-kilogram torpedo, because it can carry 1,000 pounds of empty weight. If you, oh my gosh, look at all those 250, are those 500-kilogram bombs or 250s? They look like 500s, but this is the Heinkel 111, which is my favorite medium high-altitude bomber. This is a medium bomber, by the way. It can carry a huge bomb load, but it's a medium bomber. Alright. Well, that's not the map for them anyway. So, let's keep going. By the way, the Italians have an Air Force, and if I start playing Air Force, I'm going to play the Italian side because I love Italy as a military force. Not because they're good at fighting or they're good in the military, because in World War II they're not. They're really, really bad. I've studied their tanks and they're just, oh, they're such a failure. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. See if we can upgrade our crew. Nope. We got a radiator for one of these. I think, did you get a... Ah, crap. Alright, I want to get the torpedo for that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, though. Looks like we don't have any boats, so there's no point in getting it anyway. But the point of the torpedo is, I think it just packs a lot more punch. We're going to take the Swordfish out first. And we're just going to play the bombers for you this time, because I made you watch half of a failed game already. But it looks like we're going to be on a mountainous map, so we're going to want to rise. And then, obviously, with the Swordfish, we're going to want to drop on a stationary target, and then with the other plane we're going to want to rise and then dive bomb something. Destroy highlighted targets. I don't know, are they like anti-air emplacements? Yeah, they are. They're behind this mountain, so we're gonna... oh 3,000 meters, 3,500 meters. This thing gets a little hard to control, doesn't it? Well, we're going to continue on the rise. We should be higher than anyone else by the time we get up to where we're going to be cruising for the bombing runs. Hopefully the anti-air emplacements are fairly close together and fairly populous. It's not just like 4 of them. I hope it to be like 8 or 9 in a single trench, so I can drop all 4 of these bombs and get more than 4 kills. Yeah, there's one. We'll make that our target for now. We're going to keep rising. I want to get to 4,000 meters, because this thing's surprisingly accurate. There's no like pitch or yaw or speed issues, because you're only going 108 miles or kilometers per hour. Even like this high, you're still not going all that fast. Oh, my arm's starting to get sore from, you know, pressing W and aiming up. Oh, there's a convoy, too. We're going to keep the bombers as our main, or the... Damn, look at that. Oh, that's their base, isn't it? Yep. That would be exactly what that is. Oh, there's a... Oh man, there's a canyon right here with a perfect bombing run spot. How nice of the Germans, because we're British, how nice of the Germans to line up all of their tanks and materiel in such a convenient location with to be bombed. Alright, so we're gonna find a place where this road goes, and then we're gonna fire about a couple hundred yards in front of their leading vehicle. Oh gosh. I'm so twitchy. This aiming is so twitchy. Come on, turn. Turn. I have to get on target. Oh, no. Alright, come on. You can do this. Come on. Alright, well, that was a horrible idea, but we have accelerated into a dead climb now, and we're gonna do this until we run out of the ability to do so, then turn over. I said then turn over, or darn it. I didn't want to dive there, I wanted to save some time. It looks like our bombs are gonna land behind that last guy. Crap. Alright, well, we were off target anyway, didn't matter. Now we can do our spin, get out of here, and then for the last anti-air target down there, we can dive on him. We're gonna leave about 20 seconds left for our reload. Well, maybe I could dive bomb these guys. Maybe that'd be a smarter idea too. Well, we're gonna try it anyway, even if it gets us killed by their escort fighters. Alright. That'll work for me. Come here. Alright. We are now an attack bomber. The RAF has employed the glorious Swordfish as their #1 attack bomber. Oh gosh. Luftwaffe pilots. Toting so many guns. He just really, the only thing he took out was my engine. Are you serious? That's the only thing he destroyed. The other things are just yellow. He took out my freaking engines. You have to be kidding me. Damn. Well, good thing is we have wheels. Let me correct that. We have one wheel. You guys are gonna survive, you know, on this frigid road with dead tanks everywhere. We got a landing. We got a technical landing bonus. That's just wonderful. So, goodbye, crew. You're all going to die. Unfortunately, I'm going to jump into the next plane. I wonder what happens to the pilots. Honestly, I wonder what happens to the pilots who would have gotten stuck in that situation. Like, do they just die? Are they just screwed permanently? Because, like, we're in the Alps. No one's coming to the Swiss Alps for, like, 3 years. I'd like to hear some real-life stories as to what happened to some of those guys. I don't know where to dive bomb. Looks like there's a lot of anti-air right in front of me, but I don't know where. There's also one over to this side. So let's rise and speed up. See, this thing already has better acceleration, 280 kilometers per hour, than its ally at almost the same height. No. Huh. I'm not seeing anything to bomb. This is an issue. This is a severe issue. Well, I suppose there are ground targets here. Nope, there's anti-air. There they are. Wait, what is this? Is that a gaggle of ground targets I see? Alright, we're gonna rise. Accelerate. And we're gonna drop. Alright, sweet. They're fast movers. But, so are we. this thing has worse. Jump! Okay, well, we pulled up a little late. That was my fault. Play the Fury for the last round. This is actually a competitive game, so we're going to find somebody to actually kill this game. Such as this bomber here, who looks like a big fat French Catalina. There's one below him as well. Yeah, he's getting hit by anti-aircraft flak, but we're going to hopefully get out in front of him. I think he has a front gun as well. Oh crap, he wants to hit me, come on. 218 miles an hour. Kilometers. Keep forgetting. Right. If I can rise along with him, I don't think his front and side gunners can kill me. I think he doesn't have waist gunners. Because, why would he? Alright, where are you? Sweet, we're all over him. Two hits, 3 hits, but all we got is what looks like a little bit of smoke. 6 seconds till our guns are back up. There we go. Dive, baby, dive. I'll take care of the rest. So our guns are both out of ammo, and the other one is jammed, so just gonna have to chase him, I guess. It shouldn't be too hard, because 2 of our allies are doing the same exact thing. Alright, he's gonna rise, and we're gonna put a bunch of rounds into him. Come on. You literally have to die. Come. I got like 300 rounds in you. Well, I guess he's got a lot of space. But anyway, that is some plain battling. I'll show you guys my German and Russian collection later. But, well, in another video, probably tomorrow. Yeah. You can get the torpedo in the swordfish. I don't know why, but you can. So if I'll show you guys the, yeah. This is the Air Force for the Russians. The BB-1, the AR-2, you know, without wings, as it were. That's a glitch. The SB, the Yak-2 cab, and the 1YR. This is one of my favorite starter planes. Some people don't like it because of the machine guns dying really easily, but I like it because it has bombs. And I like bombs in all cases. As you can tell from my German tree. Just look at those babies. The Heinkel 111, the JU-88, Junker A-88, Junker A-88, FW-109A1. I'm trying to get some fighter planes, and the Do-217, if it'll load, Do-217. I don't like this one that much. It's very, very bad acceleration, deceleration, and movement-wise. And then the heavy bomber, which is my 400 to 500 meters above the ground, just base pulverizer. You can put so many bombs in this. 2,000 kilogram bombs, and then 2 500 kilogram bombs. So 3,000 kilograms of bombs. Look at all this fuel, though. Like, this thing burns up very easily. It gets engines knocked out really easily. The guns, there's no armor in this at all, which is a shame because if you'll look, there's a gun station here in the back. This gunner, I would like if he was positioned here above the other gunner, because his like ability to fire forward is bad. So like at this angle, anything can come in on you, because this guy can only fire really out in front of you, this guy below you, this guy below you, but this guy can't turn around and fire at somebody coming from this angle. So from this angle, you have a blind spot in your defenses, which becomes an issue because fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, wing, engine, engine. When I die in this plane, almost 50% of the time, it's from getting shot in the engines or fuel in that blind spot. But you make up for it with an incredible bomb load. In my case, an incredible reload time. Well, for the machine guns at least. For the bombs, it's about 50 seconds, which is really, really good, because you can literally just turn around and drop another 3,000 kilograms of bombs. But yeah, I want to take this out for you guys, and I will absolutely take it out for you guys. But in any case, that will be a later video, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you have a wonderful day.